Hey Steel fans, Calvin Bush here for another episode of Lap Around the Rink. We had to take a little break due to some poor weather conditions, but it's sunny. It's pretty nice out for the most part, a little breeze, a little brisk, but nonetheless we're back and we have goaltender Andrew Saxe who's joining us on the program today. Andrew, we always love when you hang out in the office, share some conversations, and it's great to be outside here with you today.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking forward to this invite for quite some time now, so thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's year one for you here with the Steel. You're getting to work alongside a couple of great goaltenders, Luca Cloutier, Jack Parsons. Luca, year two for him, and then Jack obviously coming over from the NTDP. What's it been like getting to work alongside those guys, kind of learn some things from them? Luca, obviously a Colorado Avalanche draft pick from this past NHL draft. So what has it been like getting to work with those guys in your rookie season here?
It's unbelievable. I mean, those two have done nothing but great things for me. They've been cheering me on every step of the way, and they've helped me so much along the lines of just my development side. So, and they're also two amazing people who have turned into great friends. So it's been amazing because they're two separate style goaltenders, and I've kind of learned how to pick points from each of them, so it's great.
You get to work with those two, and then Dawson Sevchenko, who's in his first year here with the team, hockey ops director, but also as the goaltending coach for the team as well. You guys have specific training sessions, the three of you, with Dawson, so can you kind of give some insight into what you've been able to learn and pick up on? You already mentioned that you're learning a lot of things from Luke and from Jack as well, but with that extra element of coaching from Dawson, what has that been like for you, and what have you been able to pick up on?
Well, since this league's so fast and so skilled, I've kind of had to focus on staying up more on my feet and just kind of cooling my game down a bit because I was so used to just being fast, aggressive, just trying to get in front of the puck all the time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's been absolutely amazing for me so far. He's taught me just to be on my feet a lot more. He's taught me everything about just how to play in this league, how to be just a grade A goalie like Luke and Pars. So, I mean, he's opened up my eyes of just about what goaltending's really like and just kind of what styles I have to play like.
You kind of mentioned it too already, how quick this league is, and you see that across all 16 teams. I think that the Steel as a team, you've got a lot of speedsters, a lot of playmakers on the roster as well. So how would you evaluate the team this year, and what is it like getting to practice against some really top skill guys, Teddy Mutryn, Ashton Schultz? You can rattle off a few of them if you want to.
Right. I mean, it's insane. I never thought that I'd be here personally, but it's like a dream come true playing for this program who has produced so many grade A hockey players. So it's unbelievable. Like, there's guys like Adam Valentini and Teddy Mutryn and Ashton Schultz whose shots are just absolutely disgusting. And they're pretty painful at the same time too. But I mean, it's great. I mean, the compete level at our practices are unbelievable, especially with Gers, Kask, and Garms. I mean, they all push us to be our best at the same time. So everyone's going 110% and just pushing themselves and each other's out there too. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Absolutely. Going backwards here to your high school days of hockey, you're from Minnesota, and anybody that knows hockey understands that high school hockey in the state of Minnesota is an experience unlike any other. The high school tournament, obviously the top teams get to go play at Xcel Energy Center, home of the NHL's Minnesota Wild. So what can you say about the Minnesota high school state hockey tournament for those that might not fully know just how crazy and how extreme and how intense it can be for just not just the players but the fans, because they pack the stands and they go nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've gone almost every year of my life. I've always dreamed of being there, but never was fortunate enough to be there. So it's all right though. I've been jealous a few times of my best friends, but yeah, I mean, it's insane. I've had so many friends play there, and just with Ashton Schultz playing there too. I watched him. I think it was 2 years that he was there. Mm-hmm. I watched him both times, and now being teammates with him, it's pretty crazy. But it's wild. They pack the games. It's single A, double A, so it's crazy. And then again, just being jealous of all my buddies out there. So.
Is there a moment from your high school hockey career at Lake Forest, I believe?
Forest Lake.
Forest Lake.
Yep.
Flip-flop them, we're good.
It's all right.
Is there a moment from your high school career that you reflect back on, something that really sticks out to you as a top memory for you?
Yeah. I mean, my first high school varsity win was when I was a sophomore. We beat section rivals Duluth East 5-3 for the first time in a few years, I think. And that was one of the coolest experiences too, especially in special rink up in Duluth, Minnesota. Mm-hmm. So, and another one was senior year. We beat Grand Rapids in overtime.
Oh man!
So that was pretty cool. Yeah, like I've had so many special moments, and it's hard to just pick a few. But
sure.
It was a crazy wild ride. So I wish I could have one more year with it though, but I'm here, so I can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to a little bit more. We had a little bit of a conversation before we came outside here talking about the NHL.
Right.
You kind of you use the word geek, which I love. That's great when it comes to goaltenders in the NHL. So we'll skip right to that question first right away and ask you to rattle off your top 5 NHL goaltenders. You had some interesting picks in my opinion, but otherwise I think it's a pretty solid list. So let's hear it.
So my personal top 3, first of all, when I was younger, I got into goaltending as watching Nicholas Backstrom for the Wild play. He was always an idol of mine. He was one of the first goalies that kind of opened up my eyes to the great position. So, but I think that my top 5 personally would be Dominik Hasek 1. He was unbelievable. His playing style was quite crazy. 2, Martin Brodeur. I feel like most winning goalie in the whole NHL ever.
Yep.
And then 3, I'd probably say Patrick Waugh, just because he just changed the game for goaltenders. And then 4 and 5, they might be very biased, but they're probably not anyone's top 5. 4, I'd put Jonathan Quick. I think that his flexibility was just out of this world.
Yeah.
And I played like him all the way through youth. I mean, just because I liked making flashy saves. So
yeah,
that was very cool. And 5, I'd probably say Vasilevsky, just because I've liked his game. I've loved watching him, but
yeah,
I'm very biased, obviously. My top 3, I feel like a lot of people will agree with, hopefully. But 4 and 5, they're pretty crazy, but that's just me personally.
In warm-ups, I overheard Dawson call it the Saxe split, which I don't know if that's modeled after Jonathan Quick. Is that somebody who you try to really model your game after with the split save that Quick has done so many times in his career?
Flexibility, absolutely, because he's played so many games in the NHL, and just having his body stay like that for the longest time too, it's pretty crazy. And but yeah, like I used to watch just highlights upon highlights of him, and he would always be doing the splits. So
yeah,
right away when I started playing goalie, I was like, I got to start doing this because he is. So I've kind of held it through.
You replicate it very well. It looks almost identical to the style that we see Jonathan Quick play. So
appreciate
love
that.
it. Andrew, thanks for coming out and taking a lap around the rink with us.
Thank you very much.